Dozens of artists sit in Hamilton Comic-Con's Artist Alley, and the halls are filled with prints, paintings, and sketches. But what are some of the difficulties that come with being a convention artist?
Sales. The hardest thing is sales. There's an artist alley. There's literally artists everywhere you go, and for the most part, they're all doing the same thing. It's a comic convention for a reason. So it's trying to compete with those guys in order to have something that's a little bit different. That someone might say, well, I like that one better than the one that I just saw.
Just for me, it's mostly just not being able to eat for 12 hours when I'm at a con. 'Cause most of the time you can't get away from the table. So if you don't bring snacks, you're done.
Trying to pump out enough stuff so you've got enough stuff to sell, and if somebody buys that off the wall, I got to have something to put in its place and whatnot.
One of the things is that at Comic-Cons, people tend not to be necessarily looking for comic books or even graphic novels all the time. There's a lot going on here. I mean, there's celebrities to see and things like that.
So what does it take to be a successful con artist?
It's finding that niche, that thing that you don't see often, and then taking it a step further, doing stuff like watercolor painting, something that people seem to enjoy the simplicity of it, and just you don't see stuff like that out there at comic conventions for the most part.
You just got to put in the work, basically. It's, with a full-time job doing this on the side, it's tough, but, if you want to make it doing this, you kind of got to do it, right?
Despite the difficulties, each artist still say it's worth it.
Personally, I love seeing the smiles on people's faces when they see my artwork, or oh, that's awesome, and I'm like, that's what you do it for, really. The money's always good, too, but it's mostly about the appreciation you get for your art.
It's meeting the people and finding out what they like. And the books, when people do buy books, it's interesting to see what they choose and what they think is interesting. And so it's sort of great to be on the ground floor and really be able to connect with people to find out what they like,
Doing the artwork is worthwhile. This is a hobby for me. Obviously, I've got a full-time job doing something else. I would be dumb to quit my day job, but doing this is just fun. It's fun to get out and hang out with other artists, goofing around, joking around, sketching, drawing, meeting other people that really love this kind of stuff.
Tell you the truth, it sounds really corny. I like when, kids look at stuff. Kids want to get stuff, dragging their parents to come get it. I like making the money and stuff like that, but it's cool. And it's one of those things, again, sounds kind of corny. If a little kid asks me how I did it, maybe he'll go home and go do it himself.
To see more of each artist, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Josh Stewart.